Good evening. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest from the world of sports, be it soccer, cricket, chess or IPL. Now let's begin with the bulletin. First up, the top headlines of the hour. In a record achievement, Bayer Leverkusen clinches maiden Bundesliga title in their 120 years of experience. Leverkusen now stands on 79 points, which is the best tally after 29 games in German league's history. Tsitsipas wins his third title in 4 years as he outclasses Ruud to win the Monte Carlo Masters. With this, Tsitsipas now becomes the fifth player to win 3 or more Monte Carlo titles. In IPL today, low-ranked Royal Challengers Bengaluru all set to face Sunrisers Hyderabad. In latest encounter, Rohit Sharma's century goes in vain as Chennai Super Kings beat Mumbai Indians. And India continues to shine at Asian Wrestling Championship. India's Anju and Harshita bagged silver to take India's medal tally to 6 at the international event. So those were the top headlines of the hour that we are tracing for all our viewers here on Sports Buzz. And now to begin with the big news from the world of soccer. Bayer Leverkusen clinched its first ever Bundesliga title on Sunday, ending Bayern Munich's streak of 11 consecutive championships following a commanding 5-0 victory over Werder Bremen. Here's a report that tells you all about the latest victory. Take a look.
Xabi Alonso and his men have scripted history as Bayer Leverkusen won their first Bundesliga title with a thumping 5-0 win over SV Werder Bremen. Leverkusen ended the 11-year stranglehold on the league by Bayern Munich, who have been winning the title continuously since 2012. Under coach Xabi Alonso's guidance, Leverkusen are currently on a league record 29 matches without defeat this season. Alonso was completely thrilled with the first ever Bundesliga title.
To finally say that Leverkusen are German champions is a great honor. For everything totally deserved. For this team, these fans, this club. Not only this team, but also these coaches, the players, the directors of the past. They have fought a lot for this title. So we are the result of top work over many years.
Xabi Alonso's side knew victory would secure the silverware with 5 games to spare, and there were no signs of nerves as they produced a performance worthy of champions. Coach Xabi said the title was well-deserved and he was honoured to be a part of a special day for the club.
Now it's time to celebrate it. We deserved it not only because of the result but also because of the way we achieved it, and that's very special. The first time is always something special for everyone. So to be able to say that we were able to be a part of this moment at Leverkusen feels great.
Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz and Victor Boniface are the joint most goal scorers for them this season with 11 each. Wirtz netted a brilliant hat-trick in the game to make sure the home team and fans don't wait for another match to enjoy the league triumph. A 30,000-strong home crowd erupted into wild celebrations of chants and cheers inside the stadium, enjoying the festivities as Leverkusen won the long-awaited title.
I can still remember 20 years ago when I was a little boy sitting in front of the TV with my brothers, and we lost every final. And now we have won our first final. It's indescribable. You can't describe it. It's like a dream, not even tangible for me yet. Now we have become champions in the Bundesliga.
The 5-0 win has stretched their unbeaten run across all competitions to a remarkable 43 games this season. Leverkusen are, however, far from done this season. They have reached the German Cup final and taken a 2-0 first-leg lead in their Europa League quarter-final against West Ham United. Sports Desk, DD India.
And now to discuss more on this, I'm joined by Trent Murray, who joins us from Berlin. Good evening, Trent. Thank you so much for joining us here on DD India Sports Buzz. It's a huge victory for Leverkusen over there, and especially after 128 odd years. But when we talk about the former champions, Bayern Munich, what exactly went wrong for them?
Oh, look, it's a question I think they'll be asking themselves, that's for sure. Talk about dominance. I mean, the last time a team that wasn't Bayern Munich won the Bundesliga, Barack Obama was the US president, and the iPhone 5 was the latest innovation from Apple. But it is Bayer Leverkusen which has ended that 11-year monopoly with that 5-0 thriller over Werder Bremen overnight. What a match it was. It was Victor Boniface starting a Bundesliga match for the first time since December because of injury with that opening goal from penalty spot before Granit Xhaka secured another audacious long shot with 30 minutes to go in the game. But then it was all about Florian Wirtz, the Germany international player, scoring a hat-trick, a first goal very similar to Granit Xhaka's, followed by a second one at the 83rd minute. By that stage, the fans were already erupting. He then sealed the deal with another one, making it 5-0, and with that, securing the club the silverware for the Bundesliga title with 5 games to spare. It certainly feels like a new era in German football today here with this win for the team. They've often been the butt of many cruel jokes, including Leverkusen. Well, they are not saying that anymore. The club going on to take the silverware, as you say, with 5 matches to go. A very big season for their fans.
And when we consider the celebrations, because we saw some of the visuals where fans were really going berserk with celebrations, how are the actual celebrations going on in Germany?
Yeah, well, look, this is just really the stuff of fairy tales for this football club. I mean, as you can imagine, the only colours right now are the red, black and white for the club. There's a lot of celebrations, a lot of media coverage, and also a lot of celebration of Xabi Alonso. I mean, he took over this club only 18 months ago, and when he did, they were the bottom of the league. But what a meteoric turnaround it has been under the 42-year-old manager's stewardship. As you mentioned there in your opening intro, 29 matches in the Bundesliga without defeat, 43 across all competitions without defeat. This is a club which he has certainly turned around, and we expect now some of the other bigger clubs in European football will be looking at him, trying to perhaps snatch him away. It would seem like right now he's probably the most wanted man in European football, given what he has done with Bayer Leverkusen. For the fans, they're probably woken up with a bit of a sore head this morning, one would imagine. It's been a long night of celebrations, and it's been a long wait for them, having to try and get there. The last time they got the silverware was all the way back in 1993.
Indeed, and this is not the end, but rather the beginning. So would it be right to say that this is a new dawn for Leverkusen, and they could be now called as the champions for coming few number of matches as well, friend?
Yeah, I mean, potentially more celebrations on the way, because we know that they've got a German Cup final, which they will play in, a real contender in that, and also, of course, the Europa League knockouts to come as well later this year. So it really does feel like this is a club that is on the ascent, and given where they started from, as I say, 18 months ago, they were the bottom of the table. But what an amazing turnaround it has been for Xabi Alonso and his club. As I say, the only colours right now, red, black and white, the flares going off, the loud music, the cheers. You could see those fans storming onto the field after the 4th goal. They knew they had won it. And as I say, given it has been such a long wait, one, I think, even if you weren't a supporter of that club, could join them in their celebrations, given how long it's been.
Indeed. Thank you so much, friend, for joining us and getting us the sense of the excitement that you are witnessing there from Berlin. Thank you. Staying on soccer, in Premier League, Liverpool's Premier League title hopes suffered a huge blow as they were beaten by 1-0 at Anfield by Crystal Palace. The Reds missed the chance to return to the top of the Premier League as Palace's first half strike gave the visitors a much-needed victory to move them 8 points clear of the relegation zone. Mateta was left astonished after he had been thwarted by Alisson a couple of yards in front of the goal. At the other end, Jones could not hit the target when sent through by Kakpo's outside of the boot pass. A desperate intervention from Mitchell stopped Salah as Palace then dug in even more to preserve the points. On the other hand, Arsenal followed Liverpool by slipping up on their own patch as Aston Villa's victory allowed Man City to go top of the Premier League. Late goals from Leon Bailey, who converted from a tight angle, and Watkins altered the title race further on what proved to be a defining day as Villa edged closer to a spot in next season's Champions League. Arsenal's defeat, the first time in 12 league games, sees it now remaining at the second position and also 2 points behind City, level on points with third place Liverpool, with 6 games still left to be played. Following Liverpool's 1-0 defeat at home to Crystal Palace earlier on Sunday, the weekend belonged to City, who bolstered their chances of an unprecedented 4th straight league title with a 5-1 demolition of visiting Luton Town on Saturday. Staying on soccer, runaway leader Inter Milan will now hope to clinch its 20th Italian league title in the Milan derby, despite being held to a late 2-2 draw by struggling Cagliari in Serie A on Sunday. With 6 games left, Inter, who have 83 points from 32 games, hold a 14-point advantage over second-placed AC Milan that drew 3-3 at relegation threatened Sassuolo earlier on Sunday. Inter can also secure the championship if they beat Stefano Pioli's side on the 22nd of April at San Siro. Napoli's aspirations for a top 4 finish in Serie A were dealt-a-blow on Sunday when they were held a 2-2 draw at home by relegation-threatened Frosinone. Napoli is now 8th with 49 points, putting it 10 points behind Bologna in the 4th, the last Champions League spot. Frosinone is in 8th position, a relegation spot with 27 points. And now let's get you all the updates from the world of IPL. Chennai Super Kings defeated Mumbai Indians by 20 runs on Sunday night at Mumbai's Wankhede Stadium. An extraordinary late charge from MS Dhoni backed up well-worked half-centuries from Ruturaj Gaikwad and Shivam Dube as Chennai Super Kings scored 206 for a loss of 4 wickets. Chasing 207, opener Rohit Sharma carried his bat and scored 105 off 63 balls, but his efforts went in vain as the hosts fell short by 20 runs to cross the finish line. Sri Lankan pacer Matisha Patirana came up with his best IPL figures, showing a stellar performance. He claimed 4 wickets for 28 runs, effectively restricting Mumbai Indians to 186 for a loss of 6 wickets. Mustafizur Rahman also showed an excellent fielding, dismissing Ishan Kishan for 23 and Suryakumar Yadav for a duck. And MS Dhoni once again dazzled the fans with a stunning display of power, hitting and strategic genius. Despite his age, which is 42, Dhoni's innings showcased his timeless brilliance as he orchestrated a hat-trick of massive success. During the final over against Mumbai Indians, here's a report.
In the El Clasico of the Indian Premier League between Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians at the iconic Wankhede Stadium, one man once again stole the limelight and left the spectators in awe with his sheer brilliance, MS Dhoni. At the age of 42, Dhoni continues to redefine the boundaries of cricketing excellence, displaying why he remains one of the most revered figures in the sport. The match witnessed a quintessential Dhoni spectacle as he mesmerized fans with a hat-trick of towering sixes during the final over, propelling CSK to a formidable total of over 200 runs. His arrival at the crease with the team placed at 186 for 4 after the dismissal of Daryl Mitchell marked the beginning of a breathtaking display of power hitting and strategic acumen. Often referred to as Thala by his legion of admirers, Dhoni's inning exemplified his unrivaled ability to grasp the nuances of the game and deliver under pressure. With the characteristic composure and calculated aggression, he dispatched the ball effortlessly over long on, long off and square leg, showcasing his mastery over every facet of batting. What truly sets Dhoni apart is not just his remarkable skill with the bat, but his unparalleled understanding of the cricketing situations. Despite retiring from the international cricket, he continues to inspire a generation of cricketers with his astute decision-making. Dhoni's ability to read the game and adapt accordingly is an evidence of his cricketing intelligence and unparalleled legacy. As Dhoni continues to defy age and conventional norms, his journey is a reminder of the timeless attraction of cricket and enduring spirit of sporting greatness. With each masterstroke, he reaffirms his status as a true legend of the game. Narayan Singh's report for DD India.
Royal Challengers Bengaluru will take on Sunrisers Hyderabad today in Bengaluru. Faf du Plessis-led RCB are languishing at the bottom of the points table with just 1 victory and 5 losses on the trot from 6 matches. They are coming into this clash on the back of a 4-match losing streak. In their last game, Bengaluru lost to Mumbai Indians by 7 wickets at their home ground. Meanwhile, Hyderabad have flown hot and cold in the tournament, having won 3 and lost 2 encounters. However, after winning their last 2 games, Pat Cummins and the company will be confident of continuing the winning run against lower-ranked RCB. And now I'm joined by Narayan Singh, DD India sports correspondent from the newsroom. Narayan, when we talk about first the El Clasico, we saw a good performance from both the star iconic players Rohit Sharma, who hit a century. However, it did go in vain. But we saw a good and calm performance from Mahendra Singh Dhoni as well. How would you sum up yesterday's match? Because Rohit Sharma and co once again lost it.
We will call it El Clasico at the Wankhede Stadium between the two most successful team of the IPL. Both the teams have 5 titles under their belt, and definitely we can say that the match was lived up to the billing, and the way both the teams played, it was a fantastic match. And the way MS Dhoni just smashed 3 sixes to Hardik Pandya in the last over and scored 20 runs with a strike rate of 500. It was the difference in the match, and we can say that the way the Mahendra Singh Dhoni did, we can say that it was the need of the time when he hit 3 consecutive sixes to Hardik Pandya, and at the last it was the difference. And the way they batted, we can say that their top order yesterday they bought Ajinkya Rahane, but it was not successful. But after that, the way Ruturaj Gaikwad and the way Shivam Dube batted, and excellent platform they provided to the Chennai Super Kings. It was fantastic and helped them to score a good total. And after that, the way their bowlers bowled, Pathirana took 4 wickets, and not only Pathirana, the way Shardul Thakur bowled, we can say that in the middle overs they controlled the match, and that was the key for the Chennai Super Kings. Because if you take a look, Mumbai Indians, they were also struggling this season, and after that finally they won 2 back-to-back matches, and we are hoping that they will continue this momentum, but finally Chennai stopped that.
A quick question on today's match. Can RCB, the lower-ranked team of the current season of IPL, show some performance today in front of their home ground fans against Sunrisers Hyderabad, who are doing fairly well?
If we talk about this match, RCB is actually their home ground is their problem. They were not able to get that home advantage, and if you take a look this season, they have chopped and changed 19 players, and if you take a look their batting order, they are not sure who will play at which position. And the last match they bought Will Jack, and he prefers to play as the opener, but he played at the number 3, and Rajat Patidar, who plays at number 3, who prefers to play at the number 3, he played at the number 4. And we can say that the form of their star bowler Mohammad Siraj is not up to the mark this season. So far in the 6 matches, he has taken 4 wickets. And if you talk about their X factor, Maxwell, he is also not up to the mark this season. In the 6 matches he played so far, he has scored just 32 runs. So everything is not going according to the plan. I think that whatever they had done at the auction table, they bought Cameron Green for 17.5 crores, but still sometime they are benching him, and today it remains to be seen whether they will bring Cameron Green in place of Maxwell, and where he will bat, it remains to be seen. So everything is not going well for the RCB right now, and the things right now looking that the way the things are going on, it's not good for RCB, and they have to play to their potential. Only Virat Kohli is playing. So all other players, especially their foreign players, need to have to pull up their socks to kick their campaign ahead.
And the last time RCB got a time to celebrate and a chance to celebrate their victory was in Women's Premier League, and the men's team really need to change it. Thank you so much, Narayan, for joining us and bringing us a rounded perspective on tonight's IPL matches as well as the El Clasico. And now it's time to take a short break here on DD India Sports Pass, but we'll be right back, still to come. 22-time Grand Slam champion Rafael Nadal hopes to mount a comeback from injury at next week's Barcelona Open. World number 1 American Scotty Scheffler claims second Masters golf title.
Indian state of Tamil Nadu.
Voting is our responsibility.
This is a big fight between BJP and India alliance.
Will you vote?
Yeah, power of democracy. This is a huge.
BJP is trying her best, for the past 10 years under the flagship of Sri Narendra Modi Garu.
The 2024 Lok Sabha polls in Tamil Nadu are witnessing the battle royale between DMK, AIADMK and the BJP.
Welcome back after that short break. Moving on now, let's get you an update from chess. At the ongoing candidates chess tournament, Vidit Gujarati bounced back well by defeating Hikaru Nakamura for the second time at FIDE Candidates 2024. The world number 3 started aggressively by pushing his pawn on 6th move. However, he blundered in the middle game when he incorrectly attempted to regain the lost pawn. On the other hand, D. Gukesh had a well-contested draw against R. Pragnananda. Alireza Firoza made a lot of attempts to break Ian's defences. However, he could not find a way for himself. After the game, Firoza tweeted his displeasure on being told not to walk anymore because his shoe is making noise on the wooden floor. Well, round number 10 will take place at 12 a.m. as per the Indian Standard Time, where Indian chess stars would be in action. Moving on to tennis now, Stefanos Tsitsipas clinches his third Monte Carlo Masters trophy in 4 years with a commanding 6-1, 6-4 victory over Casper Ruud. The 12th ranked Greek will return to number 10, the top 10 on Monday. He also won the title in the Principality in 2021 and 22. Tsitsipas displayed dominance from the beginning, swiftly securing the opening set by winning 6 consecutive games in just 36 minutes. Tsitsipas is the 5th man to win 3 or more Monte Carlo titles, joining the likes of Rafael Nadal and Bjorn Borg, Thomas Muster and Elias Nestesi, who won 3 apiece. Tsitsipas found his best level in Monte Carlo, where he also defeated top 10 stars Alexander Zverev and Yannick Sinner. By also beating world number 10, Casper Ruud, it is the first time since Toronto 2018 that the Greek has earned 3 top 10 victories at an event. Spanish tennis player Rafael Nadal trained on the sidelines of the Barcelona Open as he hopes to mount a comeback from injury at the tournament. He's won 12 number of times. The injury-laden Spaniard pulled out of the Monte Carlo Masters last week, saying his body was not ready for the rigors of a tournament, and it remains to be seen if he will be fit for Barcelona next week. Organizers say Nadal is yet to confirm if he will play at the ATP 500 tournament. If he does return, he will face 21 years old Italian Flavio Cobolli in the opening round. The 37-year-old, who said he is expected to retire after the current season, returned to competitions in Brisbane in January after almost a year sidelined with a hip flexor injury, but has not played an ATP event since then. On to some combat sport. India's Anju and Harshita helped won 2 silver medals on Sunday at the Asian Wrestling Championship in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Anju won the silver in women's 53 kg weight category, while Harshita finished second in women's 72 kg weight category. Meanwhile, Manisha and Antim Pangal also won bronze medals in the women's 62 kg and 65 kg weight categories. Earlier, Anju secured a 9-6 victory over People's Republic of China's Chun Li in the semi-finals to progress to the gold medal match. Harshita also suffered a 5-2 loss to Qian Jiang of China in the gold medal match of the women's 72 kg and secured the silver medal for herself. Now, with 4 medals on Sunday, India's overall medal tally at the Asian Wrestling Championship stands at 9 with 4 silvers and 5 bronze medals. Unflappable American Scotty Scheffler claimed a second Masters title in 3 years on Sunday. The world number 1 holding steady while his biggest challengers self-destructed, making their way through infamous Amen Corner. Scheffler, the green jacket winner in 2022, began the day with a 1-stroke lead over twice major winner Colin Morikawa and posted a final round of 4 under 68 to finish 11 under for the week, 4-year clear of Swedish young gun Ludwig Åberg. Åberg closed with a 69 to take solo second spot and cap off what was a sensational majors debut.
It's hard to put into words how special this is. It's been a long week, a grind of a week. The golf course was so challenging, and to be sitting here wearing this jacket again and getting to take it home is extremely special.
It was a good week. It was a good week all around. I think that coming in here and having not have played a full tournament in a very long time, it was a good fight on Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, yesterday didn't quite turn out the way I wanted to. Today, the round that the way that Tom is playing is what I thought I had in my system. Unfortunately, I just didn't produce it.
German world champion Oliver Zeitler eased to victory in men's singles sculls at the opening rowing World Cup in Italy. Zeitler controlled the race to finish nearly 3 seconds ahead of world silver medalist Simon van Torp, with Italy's David Mumulo coming third. In women's singles sculls event, Caroline from the Netherlands put in a strong performance to take gold ahead of Germany's Alexandra Pfister and Norway's Inga Swarm. Italy upstaged Great Britain in the women's 8, taking an early lead and holding on for a gold, with Romania rounding out the medals more than 6 seconds behind the hosts. Great Britain made no mistake in the men's 8 as the world champions finished ahead of the Netherlands and Germany. And that's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. But let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We will be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika Mehto, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching DD India Sports Buzz.